welcome back to another awesome episode for your Cincinnati FEAR. Lauren Artino here with Tim David. We've moved locations. We're at Homemakers Bar over the Rhine.
Yes, we got a lot of quiet news today. Not much going on this week for the FEAR. Lots of players resting. But we do have a great feature here with Emma and Stephen to kind of talk about how to get into the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate scene, even in Cincinnati. So take a look.
100%, if you want to be part of like the Smash community and you want to be part of the discourse, get on Twitter for it. That's the #1 place. Start following the top players. It'll probably like integrate you with everything else.
And so I think if you find like a player that's in your region that you've heard of, which I think like getting coverage on the news with like Steve just got is super helpful for that, because you have that outlet and you can like look up at Doorstop on Twitter and find him. I think that's a great way to do it. A lot of communities also have Facebook pages that you can join, and they'll have postings of like all of their weeklies.
If you want to get into your local scene, I recommend going on Smash GG and trying to, like, there's a tournament locator that does it with events that are like within 50 miles of you, 25 miles of you, 100 miles of you, so that you can start finding, okay, what locals are in your area, and start showing up to locals and just start talking to people.
And a lot of the time, if the tournament organizers or if top players or just people in general see a new person come to a tournament, they usually reach out and they want to like encourage you to come back, because we're always trying to grow our scene.
You don't have to be particularly like, you don't have to be like there to even like necessarily get good. Like, I didn't go to tournaments with the expectation that I was going to be the best. I just wanted to go and be better than my friends. And then after that, I was like, I just want to keep being better than I was, right? And then it kind of led me to great places. And I think that's what most people do, and those people are incredibly important to the scene. You take out the people who like do this game like as like a social event, you lose like 80 to 90% of the community. It's really not like that sweaty in the sense of like we're all trying to like be the best. Really, like most of the scene is there to show up, have a good time, and just watch good Smash, play some Smash. I
want to make esports seem cool to like the normal community too. I think that there are a lot of like people that don't really know about Smash Bros. And kind of think of it as like a weird hobby or something, but I want to make it known that like normal people have hobbies like Smash too.
Tim, I love hearing from Stephen and Emma. They're really, truly the best people you want to hear from if you're trying to get into gaming. If you want some more tips and tricks, you got it right there. We'll make sure we keep you covered with that. Now back to Ball State. You heard from Camden. They are a shoutcaster and going into their first year at Ball State, and they're going to do some great things. Want to give you some more on how they came to love the gaming world.
There you go.
A very exciting match. We've got AoE Ginger Turmeric taking on Zenigma Lunar. Hi, my name is Camden Hovell, and I'm a rising freshman at Ball State. My main game is League of Legends. I've been playing League of Legends for 4 years and casting League of Legends for 3 years. I was the head captain, basically the main student leader for esports at my high school for 3 years, and then I was part of it for also the 4 years. So I was kind of like the student leader, the student leader in my freshman year, and then I was the actual main leader for sophomore through senior year. I've mainly been going at it through the casting angle. I don't think I would ever be as good or good enough to be on a varsity player angle, but I'm definitely much more on the production side. I'm very excited about that.
When did it, hit in your brain and you were like, oh wait, I like this and I'm good at this?
It was pretty much right when the pandemic was like at its very worst. So not at the start. It wasn't at the start of it. It was right when it was like we had been in lockdown for 9 months, and it was like there's no end. It's still going. What am I supposed to do? And then I got this casting offer to cast with one of the LPL main casters for a org called Cloud9, who's one of the main North American orgs, and that was a huge offer for something that I had only done like in my free time. We spent a whole weekend together. It was a massive production, and then I was like, that was the most fun weekend, and that was my best memory from all of lockdown was that weekend. And I was like, this is what I want to do. That weekend right there literally changed my life.
For Zenigma starting it up duo Flash Hook plus knockup onto IG, but still will not be able to secure the Dragon 4. AoE now 2-0 in the favor of Zenigma. Kill instead going for a very deep invade in a 1v2 onto the bot lane here of Zenigma.
Yeah, that was the real changing point. And then I started like running my own tournaments, and then I started like looking out for other like amateur tournaments, and that's how I started climbing the ladder. I really like getting excited about the players and being able to tell their stories. I think that's always the classic answer, right? But it's just the pure excitement of getting to watch people like play their favorite game at such a high level, especially when you do get up there, right? So it's telling their stories, it's bringing their stories to an audience, and hopefully getting them to the same position that I want to be at, like at that very pro level of we can follow them up to that level, and then once they get there, then we can still continue telling their story of this is how they got there.
What attracted you? I'm sure many things to the esports program at Ball State.
It really was mainly that they had an esports like specific degree, because there was not really many other schools that we looked at that I think there was one other school that I saw that had a specific esports degree, and that was like probably the actual biggest draw. And then also just the whole general like media plus sports plus the whole so many opportunities for specific production so many specific production opportunities just across the campus, like all of the radio stations, all of the like actual recording studios that they have. It's just such a great resource that I'm definitely planning to use a whole lot over the next 4 years. I mean, the main goal would probably be to be like a main caster for League of Legends, but like at the top level, but that is like so it's so hard to get there. It's almost impossible to get there. I recognize that. I also recognize it is a possibility, so I can absolutely continue working towards it, but my backup would probably be like going into a producer or even a casting role in some sort of other traditional sport, because I think there is a lot of parallels between obviously esports and traditional sports.
My name is Julia Petiprin, and I'm the owner of Homemakers Bar, co-partner in Sunray and Vice, and the newly opened 50/50 Gin Club. I moved here from Los Angeles. I started cocktailing there, and then I opened Sunray and Vice. So we brought that same beverage program to Homemakers Bar, but in a way more chill vibe. We have board games that you can come and play. All of the little details that we have are just kind of supposed to feel a little bit familiar. I mean, the inspiration literally was nostalgia. It was like, how do I take old items, like our bar top is all these broken china, you know? So everybody has that like china they've gotten passed down from their grandmother, has missing pieces. You're like, am I ever gonna use this? Do we ever sit down and have tea time? Probably not. So like finding new ways to use those old items. So we also, like our water glasses are like the amber plastic cups that maybe you got in school, like at the cafeteria. The light fixture is made of old silverware. Actually, my dad made that. So it really is just that sense of familiarity. And yeah, just like of home, like seeing little things that make you feel warm and fuzzy. So I'm originally from the Midwest. I'm from Michigan. And when I moved here, I was only gonna be here for a year. But I fell in love with the community. I fell in love with all the people. Everybody is just like roots for this city. And I felt that vibe, and I found friends right away. And so I'm glad to be a part of this community and like to help bring cool things to the city. I think being a part of the revitalization of this neighborhood is so exciting, and you really do feel like you're a part of it. You feel like the change, like you feel like you're the reason to bring people down to this beautiful historic neighborhood. It's so special with all the Italianate architecture. Just to see these buildings come to life, it feels really like you're a part of something. The response so far of the places that I've had a part in opening have been overwhelmingly lovely and wonderful, which is like literally one of the reasons why I stayed in Cincinnati, was because people they are big fans. They want to see their city succeed. So I think that I feel lucky to be a part of this community and to have people who are just really excited to see things happen.
All right, thanks again, everyone, for joining us this week. And we got to say a special thanks to Homemakers Bar here for hosting us. Tim, I know it's a quiet week this week for a lot of our players, but a busy summer coming up, right?
Yeah, so we have toward the later half of July, a lot of Super Smash Bros. Action. And then starting up next week, League of Legends is back at it for the open qualifiers for Proving Grounds. So.
We'll be all over it.
Yep.
We'll see you guys next week.